Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. So, my name is Keshav. So, before I start, first let me know what's your requirement like. So, especially online people, just let me know from where you want me to start. I can teach complete full stack. I start from the front end and I usually finish first front end and then I'll go with the back end. In front end, I talk about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, then later React.js. After that, I'll be teaching the back end. So I just want to know what you want. Means like you want me to start from the scratch, from the HTML, and just I want to know. Just give me the confirmation from the online people. Just let me know. Yeah, Money, Balakishore, Harika, Spandana, Mansa, Anusha, Lalita. You're able to hear me?
Yes, it's audible. Uh,
Yes. Yeah.
you can proceed with your flow actually. I mean, we in our old session we completed HTML and started with
Mm-hmm.
CSS.
Mm-hmm.
Started with the CSS and I mean, like CSS actually which was in a we did not understand properly, but I see in HTML it was just a 2 days of session. So
Okay. 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 Before that, Python was happened.
Python only data types were taught, and
Okay.
after
After
that
that,
we just jump back to the front end.
okay. Okay. So in that you are done with HTML, but CSS just started, but you are not,
Yeah,
understanding the same, right?
right,
Okay.
right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How about your HTML stuff?
HTML, we had just taught some few header, few tags
Hmm.
actually. Uh,
Okay.
so had some practice on that. That's it. I mean, if you can start from the scratch, it should be better actually. It will be better for everyone. I'm not sure about others, but your pace will be in a different way than the
Yes.
other. So
Yes.
you
Obviously.
can,
Can
yeah,
change.
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So, can I take Balakishore's thing as a same for everyone? Whatever you mentioned, can I consider the same? Others respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Harika. Okay. Before we proceed further, so as I told you, my name is Keshav, and I'm into this field of training for past 9 years. So I started my journey as a developer. The moment I started my journey as a developer, that time onwards I started giving trainings. So I'm into full stack development. So with multiple technologies. Okay, that's it. I don't want to get much into that. So let's not waste much time in this. So get into this subject. So welcome to the full stack development. So before I talk about this word, the full stack development, you people know, right? Generally, on daily basis, we work with the different software applications. Right now, I'm writing something on the notepad. Yes, here I am writing something on the notepad. It is also one software application. See, application is nothing but we'll be using it for some purpose, right? On any digital device, we use something for some purpose. I'm not using technical terms. Normally, I'm telling we use it for some purpose. We want that utility to be, used. Yes, we can able to do that. When you're talking about that, basically we do have two categories of the applications, which I'm using right now. Is one category like Notepad, okay. Next, you have something like a calculator, and we have some media players. You know, right? If you have one video file in your computer, you will play it through media players. All these are, examples for one category of software applications here. Even MS Word as well. You know MS Word? You know or you don't know? You don't know? You know, right? Microsoft Word, yes. So these are one category of software applications. We do have the other category as well here, that is Gmail. You'll work on Gmail? Yes. It is also a software application. And Facebook is also a software application. This what is this? Amazon. Amazon, you know? Yeah. So next is like IRCTC. So all these are also software applications. These are two categories of software applications. So what are the difference between the first category and the second category? I don't want too much technical. Just by looking at that as a normal person, normal user, tell me what is the difference between these two categories. This is first category, this is second category. What's the difference? Online people. So the session should be interactive, guys. You have to.
Uh, the second part will be an online, and the first part will be your offline mode. So,
Okay.
irrespective of your, you have a laptop, then you can directly access your notepad and everything. With the
Hmm.
internet, you can access rest your Gmail and Facebook.
Okay, good. So that is what I'm expecting. So if you want to work with the first category of applications, you do not require internet. So no internet is required. Next is the second category. If you want to work with, definitely you require internet connection. Why actually internet? Don't say like Gmail. That's why we want internet. But we should know why actually internet. You understood, right? Because it's a software application. This is also a software application. So definitely. But why? Before that, these category of applications are known as, there is a name for them, standalone applications. What we call them? What we call them? Standalone applications. And the second category, Gmail, all this will fall into a category called web-based applications. What we say? Web-based applications. In simple form, people say web applications. Okay. So if you're talking about the standalone applications, here, how to develop them is, okay, before that, if you want to work with standalone applications, you need only one system. At a time, only one system should be in working mode. In that system only, you'll be working with that standalone application. If you wanted to develop it, that software application, generally application is nothing but programs. In any application, we have program. We'll be using the program. I'm talking like a user now, not as a programmer. As a user, we'll be having different programs. We'll be using them. Let's say example MS Word. Open file, click new, then new file will open, right? Then click text, then you can write text, then click table, you can add table. So all these are called what? Programs. So all programs together is a software. Understood? You take let's say example like anything like WhatsApp or something. Send message, see the message, uh, text message, send video clip, send audio clip, everything is a program. All programs together is the application. Understood? So the basic idea is, if you want to develop any application, here you should develop the programs. Clear? And if you wanted to develop the programs, you have to be good with one of the programming language. Using that, people develop programs. All programs integrated together gives you a software application. So in this category, what people do is, people will learn one of the proper programming language, like either C or Java or Python for big gaming and some application people, or C++ like that. You have to be good with one of these programming languages, and people can develop programs together like a application. That application will be installed once. It is installed once in your computer and can run any number of times. Understood? Got it? Got it or not? Is installed one time, can run any number of times. That's it. That is what your standalone application story is about. Very, very important thing is, if you want to work with these kind of applications, you require only one system to be connected. That's it. Now, second is what? Web-based applications. If you're talking about the web-based applications here, just a minute. Talking about this web-based applications, at a time, two systems must be connected. Two systems you have to use if you want to work with the web-based applications. What are those two systems? Hmm? Two systems. What are the two systems? Okay, I will tell simple example. You people are using Gmail. Yeah. Where is your Gmail? Phone. Yes. If you say your Gmail is present in your phone, then you put that phone away and take your laptop. There also you can open your Gmail. Yes, in your laptop you can open your Gmail. Yes, right. You keep your laptop and your phone away and take your friend's laptop, and there also you can open your Gmail. Yes, You have to log in and you can open it, right? Means if your Gmail is present in your phone, means that is wrong. You understood? Got it? But we are accessing through phone. Making sense? Got it? We are accessing only through the phone, but actually that your Gmail main data is not present in your phone, but we are accessing it through phone. So we are accessing with one device, but it is you are able to open in phone, you are able to open other computer, other computer means actual data of your Gmail is not stored in this device, it is stored in some other device, but you are accessing from one device. Understood? We need two systems. That systems are called, one is client system. What that is called? One is client system. The other one is called what? Server system. Other one is called what? Server system. Clear? Client and server system. What is client system here is the system with which you are connecting to the application is called client system. It could be a mobile or it can be a tablet. You know tablet? You know tab? People use, right, what you say, iPad, something like that, you know, right? That is like tabs. Or it can be a desktop. It can be a desktop or it can be a laptop. So all these are like your client machines. And next we have something like server machine. Here it's a server PC, not PC, it's like a server computer. It's a server computers, also computers, you know that whatever you use are called PCs, personal computers, but servers also computers. You don't know that? These are also computers. These are also computers. Understood? Computers means don't expect always like one screen, keyboard. You understood? These are your personal computers. You will use that. These are also computer. This is also a computer. Computer is a one which will compute something, which will do some activities like a computer. Clear? What it is not having is that screen, keyboard, and not required. It's not a computer for watching movie or not for playing game. Understood? So these are the computers which are highly capable computers which will handle the requests which are coming from the client. But these are also computers. Clear? This idea is clear, right? Now, what will happen is if you really wanted to work with the web-based applications, you have to write the code or you have to write the software for server side, you have to write the software for client side. That's it. Understood? If you want to work with the standalone applications, you have to create the programs and you have to create application and take that and install in your computer by downloading, and you can install or get it from the pen drive and put it and install any of the way you'll be installing. That's it. Once you install, application is ready in your computer, open anytime, you work with that. That's it. That's a simple story. But when you're talking about the web-based applications, I'm talking like now, not like a user, okay, you can use it. If you have internet connection, you can connect to it and you can use it. But if you are talking about as a developer, you need to create the application software from the server side, and also you have to create from the client side. Clear? And but here you have to get one idea, like doubt, like why internet actually. That is what I'm going to tell you now. See here, client system, what your computer, right? Client system is your computer which you are using. And when you talk same example, you take Gmail server. Okay, Gmail server is also a computer, right? And if I want to connect from my computer to Gmail server computer, I have shown you computer, that is a big computer. In simple words, you can think like server means like a very big computer. But that is it where Google Office, Gmail owner is what? Google, right? That computer is at Google Office, which is at US, right? And our computer is at in our home, right? You cannot make a connection from here to there on your own. You cannot buy your own wire. You cannot put from your system to that system, right? For that reason, I need some connection which is already existed. That is internet. Understood? Internet is nothing but so many systems are already connected with each other, that I will be using. So let's say example, this line here I have drawn some line, right? Able to see one black line. So assume that line is a internet, and to which you have different computers are connected. Assume this is your PC1, your computer, PC2 your friend computer, PC3 your college computer. Understood? And here one computer like Gmail server computer, here Facebook server computer, IRCTC server computer, Amazon server computer. Like this, all computers are connected already with the internet. Understood? No. Okay, as example, I told you, right? This it's a Gmail server computer. For Gmail server computer, and assume this is your PC1 means your computer. Okay, like that all other computers. Now I want to connect it to whom? Only to the specific, that is Gmail server computer only I have to connect. In my computer I have to open, and if I want to connect anything related to the internet, I need something like an helper or tool called browser. To connect to the internet, what we use? Browser. So open browser and connect to that. If I want to connect it to one thing specific, here I am having how many students? Just a minute. Yeah, in the online I'm having around 12 students, and in the offline you are having this many people, right? If I want to talk to you all, then I have to talk like dear students, hi students, hello students. I have to call you like students or guys or friends, something like that. If I want to talk to you only, then I have to use something which is specific to you. Yes sir, no? If I want to talk to only one person here, I have to use something specific. In the same way, in the internet, so many millions of computers are already connected together. Now, what I have to do is here, I have to connect with something specific. I have to connect with something specific. In that case, here I am having IP address. What I will be having? IP address. So, in my computer, I need to type the IP address of that Gmail server computer. Understood? Uh, Usually, how IP addresses will be something like 192. Example, I am telling, may not be same. Got it? Something like this IP address will be there. Clear? So that I can connect it to the server computer. In this case, assume Gmail server computer. But on your daily basis, how many applications you work? You work with so many applications, Gmail, Facebook, so many things you'll be working, right? And IP addresses are like this, 192, something like that. You cannot remember them. Can you remember all? 4 5 also you cannot remember, right? So that's the reason, instead of connecting through IP address, we have another concept called, if I want to connect to the Gmail, you will not type 192 140, you will not type, right? What you will type? Something like, if you don't say also, this you will type, what is that? Gmail.com. It is called domain name. What it is called? It's called what? Domain name. So instead of connecting through IP address, people will be connected through domain names. I have to connect to the Gmail server system only, sir. But instead of IP address, I will connect through domain name. If you type this domain name, then what happens? It will be connected to the Gmail computer. Clear? But these domain names are for us. Means only for us to understand. But computers will connect only through IP addresses. Understood? We type in the back, in the front end, we type like gmail.com. But in the background, it will connect it to that Gmail IP address only. Clear? In simple example, like you have phone, you have something like your friend or something like that, some name is there. You want to call to your friend, or assume like your brother is there, something like that. In that you saved your brother number like brother, BROTH, or something you saved some number. Are you getting? Now you are making a call to that brother. Then call will go to brother or brother's number. You understood, right? Now that brother is only for you, because you have so many numbers in your phone. To make it easy, you'll make some small names, so that with that name only you'll search the name and you'll call. But if you make the call will not go to the name, call will go to that numbers only will have that SIM card. Understood, right? So in the same way, here also the same story. If you type gmail.com, it will go to that IP address. Clear? So fine. So this is the story about connecting. That's it. Now assume that we have already connected with each other. Connected means like what I say, client system and server system is connected. Now actually, why we want all these things? Because we want to create the web application. If you want to create the web application, client side should be there and server side should be there, and both should be connected with each other. Both should be connected with each other. So here what I say is, assume this is your server computer, and assume this is your client computer. So with internet already we have established the connection between the server and what you call like client. Good. So now assume this small one is a client computer. So the thing is, I don't want to teach anything in the middle. So that's why I'm taking you from the scratch. You got it, Vamshi? So because I don't know to what extent you guys know why we need to actually learn this stack development and all. Clear? That's why I'm giving this brief. Yeah. So now client and server systems are connected. Now what happens? Assume take Gmail only example. What you will do? You'll open your client system, right? In that, if you want to work with the Gmail, first you should have one account. Yes or no? Then what you will do, you'll open that registration, then you will type your name, something, first name, last name, like that, some blah blah blah, some fields you'll be entering over there. At the end, you'll be clicking a button here like register. You'll be clicking the button like something called what? Register. Then what happens? Your data will go from your client system to the server system. Understood? Uh, so assume that the data is something like this. Okay, is this square like circle? In this data is going. What is the data? Username. So many things. Now inside the server, you'll be having the programs. What will be having the programs? What you'll be having inside the server? You'll be having some programs. Assume there is one program called register. What is the program name? Register. And what this program will do is, whatever the data you are entering, that will take the data. Clear? Where that program is present inside the server system. In your computer, you can write the program, right? In the same way, program is written in the server system now. What that program will do is, it will take your data and it internally connected to the database. Servers are already always connected to the database. Internally, it will have a database. Database could be of any type and it will be connected to the database. And inside this database, you'll be having a something like table, users table something, and your data will go from the client system to the server and it will get stored in the database. Now assume you did this something like Vamshi at the rate gmail.com is your username and your password is 1234 and you gave other details also, something like that. uh, Everything is so all of you be in mute. Yeah, so now okay, stored in that database. Next, after this activity done, what this program will do, it will generate one message here. After storing the data in the database, it will generate a message called your registration successfully completed, and that message will be sent back from your server machine to the client machine. Got it? Yeah. Now next, again you want to work with the Gmail. This time again you will register. Daily you will register. Whenever you open Gmail, every time you register? No, right? What you will do, simply log in. Now for login purpose, what you will do, simply instead of putting all these things, you will write only two things. What are the username and password, and you will try to log in. This time button is like login. You will have a page like registration done already, login. Then you will be getting a page there, username and password, sign in, click button. Then what happens? That data, what is the data this time? Like username and password. The data will send from client to the server machine. Now this time in your server, you have a one more logic or one more program will be there, whose name is login. The program name is what? Login. What this program will do here is, it will be taking the data which is coming from your client. What is the data? Username and password. Assume Vamsi at Gmail, already I told you. And he entered something, some user, some part password now. I don't know, some password he entered. Now, first thing is, first we should check whether he is entered correct password or not. Where is actual data stored? Inside the database. So now what this program plugin will do, he will take the data from the database. What data you will take, not all the data, only Vamsi's data he will take. And now assume you enter some password. Now original password is something, both will be matched. Both will be matched in this program, only both will be matched. If you are matching, two cases will be there always, maybe true, may not be true, or false or true, or maybe yes or no. Right? Now if username and password are correct, then what happens is, here one home page will be generated. What happens? One home page will be generated in that program. Another case is what? Wrong, right? Password may be wrong. In that scenario, yeah, in that wrong scenario, what will happen is one error message will be generated. So depending on that, whether it is true or false, that message or home page, if it is correct, home page will be sent back to the client. If it is wrong, error message will be sent back to the client. You guys understood? So here, that depends whether you enter the right password or wrong password, then it will give that message to the client. Here, whatever it's been sent from client machine to the server machine is called request, guys. What we call it as request. And whatever it is coming back from your server machine to the client machine is called response. Clear? What you call it as response. If you take any web application running in this world, will be a simple cycle of request and response. That's it, nothing else is there. Understood? And here I have written how many programs. Register, login, but it's just two programs. You have so many programs. Search program will be there. And if I talk about Gmail, you may have only few. Send mail, like that, view mail, send mail. But you take the example of Amazon, you have registration, login, search product, add product, like wish list, add to wish list, buy product, change address, right? Make payment, take UPI, take what you call like net banking, give review. You understood? You have so many programs. All programs are written at the server side. Clear? And that is what I told you, request and response only. See, open Google. Google is also a website, right? In that, if you type something like or Facebook, Google, if you type something like VI something, then you will be getting something like Vikram, Vishal. You'll be getting like Vimal and all some names, right? What you are thinking? You are thinking like VI type, that's why I came. No, the moment you type VI, you know what happened? That will come from the client. What is the name you typed? VI, right? It will go to the server. Inside that, one program is there called search program. That will go to the database. From the database, so many users are there. From that, whose names are starting with VI, those names are only taken, and those names will be sent back from server machine to the client machine as a response. Then you'll able to see Vimal and all. But the thing is, all these things will happen within a second. That's why you don't see like you are entering, it is going in the server, it is processing, getting back. You don't see, because everything is happened within not even second, it's fraction of second. These things will happen. But whatever you type is called request, sir. Clear? It will go and process in the server. Then whatever you get back is called what? Response. So you take anything, it's a request and response. Clear? Okay, fine. But I still did not talk about that word called full stack. Yes, we are talking so many things, but I not talked about that word called full stack. Right? See, simple registration, login programs are there now, and also I talked the search program, all these programs. How those programs will be there? Default programs will be there. No, right? Someone has to write it. So all these programs together is called software. Obviously, programs together is software. Which side you are writing? Server side. Which side you are writing? Server side. So we call this as server side software. What we call it as? Server side software. And if you want to create the software, you need to create the programs, definitely, right? And if you want to create that, you need to take the help of server side programming languages. Understood? Understood or not? If you want to do this, definitely what you have to do, you have to take the help of programming languages. You have to write the what we say programs are. If you want to write the program, you have to take the help of programming languages. So if you want to write server side programs, you have to be good with the server side programming languages. There are some server side programming languages which are more popular. Those languages people will be using. Among them, we have Java, R, Python technology, or you have Node.js technology, or you have something like .NET. What? Testing? No, testing is not a commander language. Testing is a process. So now we have .NET, we have C++, we have PHP, Ruby, like that we have different languages. You should be good with one of these languages. You no need to be good with the two, three, not required at all. One enough. Clear? And using that, people will create the server side software. But when people are creating, people don't use only programming language. They will use one more extra, like helping. For helping purpose, they will use something extra that is called frameworks. What we call it as framework. For Java, people use something like Spring. For Python, people use something like this. What this is called Django, right? People say Django, but it's Django, whatever it is. Now, people use here for Node.js Express, for .NET ADO.NET, for PHP Laravel, like that they will be using different things. These are called what? Frameworks. These are called frameworks. Important thing is frameworks are not programming languages. But what they? Spring is not a language, but Spring is built with the help of Java, Django with Python, like that. But what these people will do is this will help program. Like I can say like uh, it will make developer life easy. In simple words, frameworks will make developers life easy. Means if you want to create something, one big software in the server side with Java, if you have to write 600 lines of code, then if you use Java plus Spring, maybe you can do it in the 300 lines. Understood now? Now you got the importance of framework. So that's it. Now server side software is created. Happy. Now, okay, I'm telling registration program, login program, you are telling good. But if I want to register, what I have to do from client side, sir? I have to click that register button, first registration page, then I have to get that page, I have to enter the data, right? If you enter the data, what should happen? You are writing the code. Okay, fine. Data store, open database, store the data, generate the message, fine. But where people have to enter the data? Understood? Where people have to enter the data in that form, right? Who will create that form? That will not be directly automatically will not come from the event, right? Someone has to create it. It will not directly come from the sky. Someone has to create it. So if you talk about Gmail, what you'll have? Registration page, login page, right? And all these things are which side? Client side. Logics are at server side, and those designs are at client side, right? So that is nothing but you have to create client side also. One software you need to create. Understood? The software which is working at client side is called what? Website. It is called what? Website. What website will contain? You take Gmail, what it will contain? Registration page, login page, home page, like inbox page, right? So all pages together is a website. So if you wanted to create a website, how to create the web pages. Understood? Got it or not? If you want to create the website, you need to create the web pages. Clear? If you can create one web page, you can create other web page. All web pages together is a website. If you can really create this, client side software also created. Now server side software created, client side software also created. Understood? And to do this server side software, what technologies we use? Java. What technologies we use? Java, Python, .NET, C++, something like that. We use different technologies, right? In the same way, if you wanted to create a client side also, we should use some technologies. Yes or no? What is the purpose here? We have to create the web page. If you can create a web page, enough. You can create the website. Understood? Website is a collection of web pages, sir. If you can create web page, that's it. If you want to create the web page, we have to take the help of different technologies here. Actually, you need total of three technologies. How many? Three technologies. They are called HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What are the technologies? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I use the symbol like comma. You observed? Here I use a slash. I am very clear. You understood? Look at the server side. I used slash, but client side you observed. I used comma. Means if you know only Java enough, or if you know only Python, okay. Along with that, Python means you have to learn Django also. But if you know only one technology, enough. But look at this side. You should know HTML. You should know CSS. You should know JavaScript. Means, but only for creating the web page. Why? Because the duty of HTML different, the duty of CSS different, the duty of JavaScript different. But here the duty of Java same, duty of Python same, duty of Node same, duty of .NET same. Only the writing style is different, but all are for creating the purpose of server side programs. This is fine, right? This point is clear to you, right? Now, what actually HTML will do here is it will add the content to your web page. What it will do? What HTML will do? It will simply add some content to your web page. What does it mean? What is the meaning of content? Whatever you see whenever you open any website is called content. Text, images, videos, all these are called what? Forms are called what? Content. So to add all content, use HTML. Next is CSS. Okay, you add all content to your web page. Nice. You created one web page. In that you wanted to add one heading like dear students, welcome, something. You created web page, dear students welcome to my site, something you have written. Then the dear students welcome to my site should be in green color or yellow color or red color. What you understood? That cannot be decided with HTML. Or that dear students should be on the top or this side or in the middle. That cannot be done with the HTML. Understood? Those things are done with the CSS. That's why we call CSS is something like, it's responsible for the appearance of the web page. Understood? Understood or not? HTML is responsible for the content of the web page, whereas CSS is responsible for the appearance of the web page. And how it will do the appearance, like, it will improve your, like in simple words, it beautifies your application. It will add some beautification to your application. How it will do is by adding different styles. So HTML, you can add all content. CSS, you can make it beautiful. Then why JavaScript? We can create web pages, websites, right? Yes or no? Because I am only telling like through HTML you can add all content. Through CSS you can add all stylings. Then beautiful websites or web pages we can able to create with the help of both HTML and CSS. Then what is the purpose of JavaScript? Any idea? What is the purpose of JavaScript? Yeah. So here, uh, the thing is, okay, we can absolutely create the web pages or websites with the HTML and CSS, but those websites or web pages are called static. They are called what? Static web pages. Static meaning is that is created, user can see that, scroll it, that's it. He can't do anything. Understood? If you create any web pages or website through HTML and CSS, you can scroll the web page. That's it. You can't do anything on the website. Those web pages are called static web pages, or websites are called static websites. To opposite is called dynamic. Opposite is called what? Dynamic. So to add the dynamic nature to your web page, we use JavaScript. How dynamic is? I will tell you simple example. Uh, you might have seen some forms online when you applied some job and all. At that time, something you might find like enter present address, enter current address, permanent address, current address. For current address, you have one box. Permanent address, you have one more box. In between, you have small box like please check here if both are same. You observe that? If you click that, only one box will come. If you doesn't click that, only two boxes will be there. You have observed or not these things? Using HTML, I can never able to achieve this. Understood? Using HTML in my web page, I can keep two. Assume I am the owner of that site, sir. Using HTML, I can keep two boxes, or I can keep only one box. But it's not like if you choose runtime. Runtime means when the application is running. If you choose like this, then only one box will come to you. If he does not choose, for him two boxes will come, but only one website. You understand? That is called dynamic nature. That's it. That nature I can never able to done with the HTML. JavaScript. HTML I cannot able to do. That's why we have to go with the JavaScript. Another example is like, are you an experienced professional? You are applying for some job. Are you an experienced professional in IT? Then two options: yes, no. If you click no, nothing will happen. But if you click yes, one box will open. Please enter your details, like past experience details. That also you understood, right? But for people who choose yes, will box will come. But for the people who choose no, box will not come. You know that, right? That is called dynamic nature that we can never able to achieve with the HTML and CSS. Clear? That's the reason we have to go with the JavaScript. Here HTML and CSS are like simple languages which are like pretty straightforward. If you learn tags and attributes, HTML done. If you learn properties, CSS done. Understood? If you learn
Yes, sir. Can you
HTML,
come again with the examples?
mhm.
Like why we are using JavaScript? Can you repeat it again?
Yeah. So to add the dynamic nature to your web pages, dynamic nature means, see, there is one website. In that website, so many people are using the website. Then assume like the website is like, are you IT professional? There two options will be there, radio button something. Yes, no. The if you people choose no, nothing will happen. But the people choose yes, then one more extra box will be coming. There you have to enter the past experience details, right? Then what happens is this kind of nature we cannot achieve with the HTML. If I use HTML, I can create beautiful page using HTML CSS. But if user choose yes, then something should happen. If user choose no, then something should happen. We cannot achieve. Is that clear? That nature is called
Yes.
a dynamic nature.
Okay. What is the React JS? I mean, how it
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
I will.
useful for us?
Yeah, yeah, I will talk about that. I will talk about all these things. Yeah. That's why I wanted to start everything from the scratch. Okay, even though you told HTML, I did not start with HTML. You observe, right? You asked me about HTML, but I did not start from the HTML. I did not start like open HTML, close body. I did not start like that. You know that, right? So here, HTML is a pretty straightforward. If you learn some tags in every HTML, everything is added with a tag. Any elements are added with the tag. You take any content that is with one tag. Take image, img tag. Something like heading h1 or some tag. Paragraph p tag, like that. So many are there, but tags and attributes. CSS just properties names. You want to change color, one property. You want to change background, one property, like that. But coming to the JavaScript, it's a programming language. It's a programming language, the same as that of Java, Python, .NET. Understood? Now, JavaScript will also have variables, data types, conditions, loops, arrays, all the things which you see in your Python or Java, same will be there in the JavaScript also. That's the reason you people can create the website, web page or websites with JavaScript. Means plain JavaScript you can use, or you can take the help of frameworks. You can take the help of frameworks. If you look at the server side, you have so many flavors, but client side you have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. There is no other language which is understood by the what you call like client, like browser. Browser will understand only JavaScript. So JavaScript is that much popular at front end side. So as it is only one language, for this we have several frameworks are available in the market. Understood? In that we have frameworks called React JS. Got it? It or not? Frameworks are just like Spring for Java, Django for Python. For JavaScript, we have React.js and something like Angular, something like Vue.js, something like Ember.js, Nest.js, Next.js. Like that, you have so many frameworks for JavaScript because JavaScript is very popular language. Clear? Now, out of all these three are more popular, but first two are very popular, React and Angular. But coming to the recent years, React has got more popularity over other frameworks due to its, what I say, like a, learning curve. Angular is more. To learn Angular, you need to learn other than the JavaScript. You have to learn TypeScript. One more language is there. You have to learn and all. But for React, not required. If you learn JavaScript, that is enough to work with the React.js. Clear? So React.js is a framework for JavaScript. Clear? So that's it, guys. This is what front-end technologies are about. What are they? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. In the industry, whoever is working on these areas are known as front-end developers. Understood? Got it? And whoever is working on these areas, yellow color, are known as backend developers. These people are front-end developer, these people are backend. Front-end developers also known as UI developer. Other name is like UI developer. Backend developers are known as backend, or they sometimes called with their name like technology name, Java developer, Python developer, Node developer, .NET developer, PHP developer, like that. Clear? But this story is earlier days, like 2015. At that time, complete front end team separate, back end team separate, and all. But whoever does both front end development and back end development in the industry known as full stack developer, that development is known as full stack development. That is what full stack. Understood now? creating of front end development and as well as creating of back end development together is a full stack development. Full stack development is nothing but end to end web application development. Why we went all these things? First, I told two category applications, standalone and web based. If you want to create web based, client side should be there, server side should be there. So, to create the client side software, you should know front end technologies. To create the server side software, you should know back end technologies. But if you really wanted to be a full stack developer, you should know both front end and as well as back end. I told in the industry earlier there used to be separate divisions and all, but now what is happening is the company their people are asking them to become full stack developer. Like if they are already working as a front end developer, they are asking them to learn one of the back end technology. Or if they are already working as a back end developer, they are asking them to learn front end technologies. Right? I am using the word asking, but they are forcing. Understood? The reality is they are forcing. So the thing is, there is no escape for you. You have to learn both front end and back end. That is called what full stack development is about. So in this course, I don't know what is yours. Your backend is there in your mind because I don't know. You came for front end, no? So I usually teach all HTML, CSS, JavaScript. For this CSS, here I'll talk about the Bootstrap also, like just how to use Bootstrap. I will be making you to learn. Next is like something like React.js, complete React.js. This course would take 1.5 to 2 months, nearly 2 months. What this complete HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and React.js. After that, you'll be moving to the backend. Clear? So this is what the complete brief about what is full stack development and what is front end and what is back end. Why we need to learn front end, why we need to learn back end and all. Clear? So from the next class onwards, we can learn I will start from the front end development. Right? In that, I will start from the HTML. HTML is purely for the content, right? We will learn how to add different content to how to add different content to our web page. After that, we learn CSS. Then we'll move to JavaScript. Clear? So that's it, guys. If you're having any doubt, just let me know.
Just for information, I mean, it's not a
Uh,
doubt or question. Are you going to teach us the Python as well with the Java Django framework?
So that I have to cross check because of my timings. I have to
Okay.
cross check. Up to React, I will be dealing definitely
So in the front
till
end, you mean
React.
to say HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and this React JS, right? Only this thing, only
Yes,
these
yes,
three are the main
yes,
things, right?
yes, and that
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, the complete course will be complete practical oriented course will be there, and the course is completely within the industry standards. It will be there. If you people are expecting some theoretical things and all, maybe I'm not the right person. You understood completely. I will be talking about practical.
Yeah, I mean,
Got it?
everyone is expecting the practical. We don't need any theory. We are not the students anymore. One more question, Keshav. The thing is actually, you said the React, I mean, like the JavaScript is basically using a React JS as a framework, and we can do everything. So my question is, how then? Why do we need a backend development like Python or
No,
Java?
no, 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 no. I did not say that React will do everything. I'm telling like
Mhm.
JavaScript
Hmm.
is for adding dynamic nature to the application, right? Dynamic means
Okay.
what? Website. That is but fully front end only. In that only, you have to write so much of JavaScript sometimes. Instead of writing pure JavaScript, we take the help of framework called React.js. But React.js is a pure front end framework. The activities, but only for front end, not for the back end. Is that clear?
Yeah, one more question I have. The name itself says Java. Do we need to learn Java also for the Java scripting, or it's not required?
Yeah. Good question. Actually, JavaScript is something. Java is something, right? They are no way related at all. That JavaScript name sometimes tend to look like Java. People think like something extension to Java or something related to Java. Not at all. Even somewhere if it is mentioned also that is absolutely false. Java is completely different and JavaScript is completely different. The moment JavaScript was invented, its name is different. But later Java came. The popularity of Java got increased like anything after C language. Just for marketing reasons, they kept that name called JavaScript. Understood, Balakishore?
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, actually. Nice. I mean, we could able to understand the basics. Thank you.
yeah. So in this course of at least up to front end, Okay, later you decide backend, but up to the React JS, I will be in this course you'll be doing minimum of 4 projects. You'll be doing live projects. You'll be doing 4. Apart from that, you'll be doing minimum 25 plus tasks. You will be doing practical tasks. You understood? Like, got it? It's not like print hi, hello, how are you? No, not such things. You understood? First of all, I told you. So, like that, the real time task you'll be doing more than 25 tasks. You'll be doing, that is minimum. I am telling. And coming to the development of real time project, live projects, you'll be doing in the course. You'll be doing 4. If you are doing something extra, also absolutely nice. Got it? So that is what my course is about. Yeah, tell me guys if you have any doubt, just let me know. If not, if you people find today's session is good for you, like you understood everything, whatever I told in today's session, just mention in the chat box like you are clear, all of you. Else, if you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt. So I want the interaction. You understood, right? So if you don't have any doubt, just mention like you are clear. If you have doubt, please mention your doubt quickly, all of you. So, and my sessions will be like everything from the scratch. So, even though you are from non IT, some people have in the mind, right? Non IT background, that background, this background, and all. Uh, no, you don't need to have that kind of things in your mind. Not at all required at all. Clear? So, if you are really passionate about learning, if you really have that zeal in your mind that I want to learn, I want to become a developer, I want to become a front end developer, I want to become a back end developer, if you really have that kind of zeal in your mind, that's more than enough to start my course. Understood? So you don't require any prerequisite also. uh, no we money to learn the React JS, we should be good with the core concepts of JavaScript. All the core concepts of JavaScript you have to be good with. If you know basic CSS, if you know the understanding of HTML, that is okay, fine. HTML you have to be good. CSS okay, fine. To some extent, if you know also fine. Coming to React, I'm talking. If you want to learn React, HTML you should have the knowledge. CSS okay, some knowledge if you know, fine. But JavaScript you should be good with all core concepts of the JavaScript, because it's a framework for JavaScript. So first you should know the JavaScript language. Yeah, is that clear, Money? No, for Angular, actually there is no Angular JS nowadays, only Angular. For Angular, that is different. That is what I am telling. You have to learn 2 languages, JavaScript. Then you have to learn one more language called TypeScript for Angular. But for React, not required. That's why I told React has some advantages with respect to learning and also with respect to popularity. Also, if people know Netflix, you know Netflix, right? Uh, Netflix user interface is with React. You know Instagram. Instagram user interface is with React. I hope you got it. Clear? So React has got that much popularity. Clear, Money? JS is not enough for Angular. You have to learn one more language. But for React, it is enough. Yeah. Okay, guys. Then that's it from my side for today. So I don't want to get into technical things. Technical things means practical things today only. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be getting into practical, because first I want you guys to know why you need to learn this. Before, what are the things, what are the technologies, why we use, that is different story. First, if you are learning one course, you should know why actually we need to learn that particular course, what is the purpose of that course, we should know. In that scenario I talked about these things. So tomorrow onwards, we'll be directly start with the HTML. We'll be developing the web pages. Tomorrow onwards, we are developing the web pages. That's it. You understood? Not like learning tag and all. But if we are going to create the web pages, in that we are adding different content, and at the end of HTML like that and all, not even end in the before we complete HTML, you'll be starting one website, but in that no proper stylings, but still website you are creating. Understood? So that's it, guys. That's it from my side. Bye, guys. Looking forward to meet you on next day, that is next class. I'm looking forward to meet you. Bye, guys. Take care.